So if you're selling your courses, your coaching, your consulting packages, you should never, ever just email a proposal, because you find yourself endlessly following up and sometimes not even getting a response, right? Let's talk about what to do instead. If you've ever spent time putting together a proposal only to constantly chase that client after, you're gonna love what we're about to talk about, because this is a different way to put those offers out in front of your people and get a higher yes rate. So I know how this goes because I've done it, right? You sit down to create the proposal, you're really excited because the client's requested one, and then it starts that cycle, right? What to put in the proposal, what to take out the proposal. I'll put more in, I'll take some out. What should I price it? How many different options should I give them, right? It's this endless process that takes a lot of time. And then you send it out and you're really excited and you keep checking your inbox and nope, no response, no response. So you start following up and following up. And sometimes you get a response and sometimes you don't. So what went wrong? Like, they asked for the proposal, why are they not responding? Well, let's talk about that. I tell you, I had an instance. I was speaking at a big e-learning conference, and I was on the stage at this international conference, and it was going really, really well. You have those moments when it's just clicking. People are laughing, people are engaged. It was a great session. And after the session, I had a lot of people come up, like they do at big conferences, right? And they've all got their business card, and I'm meeting people and I'm collecting cards. And I thought, oh, this is gonna be great. Lots for us to follow up on after the session. And some of those people were like, hey, I need to put 15 of my people through this. Send me a proposal. So you write 15 and you do that, right? And so when I got back to the office, my team and I prioritized those leads where people said, hey, send me 15, because we think that somebody placing an order for 15 people to go through our program is like magic, right? That's amazing. This is great. Let's do that. Here's the thing. We sent off those proposals. I emailed them. I'm checking for responses. I'm following up. None of those people who were like, yes, 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 just send me something, ended up being a yes. The ones that ended up being a yes were the ones that actually got on the phone with us, either me or somebody on my team, and they had what we call a discovery session. And I should have known, right? I should have known that, because here's the thing. 2 times when you never want to send a proposal is when somebody gets on your website and they just email you and they say, hey, send me a proposal for X, but I don't really want to get on the phone and talk to you. Can you just send me the price, right? Anytime somebody just wants to place an order, or anytime they're not willing to get on the phone with you, is a huge flag, and it's likely that they're not going to move forward. And here's why. Because what they're doing is they're just trying to get a price point, and they're likely shopping other options. What you want to do is be able to get on the phone with that client and discover why they want to talk to you. What is the problem they have? How can you help them solve it? Is it a good fit? And what is the value of solving that problem? So let's walk through what that discovery conversation could look like. There's really 4 things you really need to have in that conversation before you write a proposal. We've talked about how to do this in previous episodes. I want to talk about now how this really applies to writing your proposal. So the first thing you're doing in your conversation with the client is you're saying, why? Why are we talking, right? What is it that you're working on? What is the gap that you're trying to bridge? You're trying to get a sense of what's the driver. You're going to put this into your proposal. You're going to reconnect to that in your proposal. 2, what is the gap? So they're here, they want to get there. You have to understand the gap so that you can define the value of solving the problem in the gap. You're going to put that into your proposal because that's the relative point related to what the value of doing work with you is. You're going to also include this, which is really important. How can you help? So how can you help? What are the different ways that they can work with you? That's how you set up your different options. And when you're in a discovery call, you can find out how they like to work, because you want to put that into your proposal. The 4th element that you're covering on your discovery call is, what are those next steps? How are you going to create urgency? What is the next step move? That has to be in the proposal as well. And you really need to build in a feedback loop where you're going to get on the phone with that client after you send the proposal. Here's the thing. When you do this on a call, what you're doing is figuring out what needs to go into the proposal. And the thing is that a proposal is not a pitch. Your proposal is not how you sell. The proposal is an affirmation of what you've talked about in the discovery call. So you do the connection, the agreement around what we're going to do together, what options they want to see in the meeting. The proposal becomes the affirmation of that and the options for them to look at. When you do that, you can massively increase your close rate. And that's really important when you're spending that time putting together proposals. So I want you to think about that. The next time you have somebody who wants to place the drive-through order, via the email to you, think about how can I get them on the phone? And if they're not willing to get on the phone and spend 30 minutes with you, then they're certainly not going to be willing to invest the time to really do the work with you. So let me know what's showing up for you. What's different about this approach? Is there anything you're going to add in? Love to hear in the comments, and would love to see how you can really get those clients on the phone and establish the value of what it is that you do.